Light on my feet.
Friend or foe? Guildsman or stone bastard?
I should speak up.
My legs. I can't feel them. Tell the others. Let the boss know.
This man is not long for this world.
Stone Lord. He'll sort this. He'll get him.
You hear the blood gurgle in his struggling lungs. His last ounce of strength is spent.
Open up. Step carefully. There's a trap.
On the hill.
What are you calling this smooth? There is so much money in that name.
You'll be in a big...
I'm going to hire all the refugees. What do you get out of this?
Precisely.
Hello again, my vicious little warrior.
Particular Redcap's caged.
They let in another horde of refugees this morning. When's it gonna stop? It won't. Soon the bastards will
Why is we getting
figure
trouble?
something out.
What's the rush?
Start clearing
Can't they
outsiders
go for
from
a
Riverton
bit?
and the
Why
refugees.
come all out?
We won't leave it soon.
Come on, open up. Always room for more. Cursed to put my hands on everything.
They're damn near chomping at the bit. What's the plan? Nothing to the dirt.
Danzo, isn't it? You're such a scaredy cat.
He muttered Covenant. He has one job. Deliver my post. So do it.
Bags for myself and the kids. Ready by the door. You should do the same.
There's no point arguing with the guard.
I know. But we'll be safe in the wild. Said to do whatever it takes.
You feel fit when there's no water. You wouldn't last a day out there.
What? Why don't you find a different deal breakers tramping us into the dirt?
The so-called careers from the
Such a scaredy cat.
What do you remember?
Why don't we talk about something else?
When will I get to train the dogs again?
Woof! Ah, you speak, which means you're not a dog. So, what the hell are you doing in my kennels? It's the only way to teach him. He behaves worse than the dogs and makes more of a mess. They're not for sale. These are courier dogs, trained to follow orders, read maps, and protect their deliveries with their lives. They're worth more than their weight in gold. I shall see. You again. Found him, did you? I can't say I'm surprised. Gomwick never kept him on a tight leash. Bring him here, and I'll give him a once-over for you. Check him for worms and so on.
Oh, yes, please. I'd love to see him.
He's a good dog. We'd both love to see him again.
to see you, boy!
Shut up, Dringo, and get back to work. And you've been slacking as well, Scratch, my boy. This dog is property of Sword Coast Couriers. I'll take him off your hands now. I can do whatever I please. He's my dog. Now get out. This is a private yard. You'll do no such thing.
It's not just Scratch. She's always hurting the dogs.
Shut your mouth, Dringo. Last warning. Fine. You think you can do a better job without me? Be my guest. They're a useless bunch of mongrels. You're welcome to them.
Still watchers stamping us in the dirt.
You're such a scaredy cat. The absolute only will be here any day now. Amicus! Those machines will form a circle around the upper city. Mark my words.
This whole situation stinks. Guild robbers are usually decent enough folk. They take your gold, but they leave your ribs intact.
Yeah, well, this time they weren't feeling polite. They really put the boot in me.
And for
Like
what?
me, kids. Ready to go in a jail cell? You should do the same. At least we'd have a bed.
But, Mummy, I don't want to leave.
I know, sweetie. We'll be safe in the wild.
Thank you for making Mistress go away. She was horrid.
Mistress is gone. Mistress is gone! I mean, such terrible news. She will be missed.
You got rid of her? I'll do a better job looking after these dogs than she ever did. I promise. I'll do.
Ah, a new face. Something to send? Don't be shy.
Citizens only. I won't say it again. We want to hear from...
I'm just a cat. Please, talk to Yenna. I don't like talking. Yenna is my best friend. She's kind. Help her, not me. Please don't. Nothing good, I don't think.
Hi. It's me. You were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here? Yes! You've got a fire and everything. I can cook really good. Whatever you want. Thank you, thank you.
It's certainly good to be back at camp. How I've missed the smells. Indeed. And I'm sure Dringo will do a great job. He always took good care of me.
We want to hear from Arm. There's nowhere else to go.
Orders are orders. We've got ours, you've got yours. I need you to step back.
Welcome to Sword Coast Couriers. To send and to serve. Delivery not guaranteed. Well, we've had to change the policy. Hard to send letters by road when there's a rampaging army of fanatics bearing down on you. I'll tell you, it's left me in a right pickle. I've sent what I can by pigeon, but now something's attacking them and all. Become a postmaster, Danzo. It'll be easy. Nobody mentions having to spend your evenings hunting for pigeon carcasses, do they?
You sense there's more to his anxiety than a few missing letters.
Not the foggiest. Normally they fly true as an elven arrow. Something nearby is snatching them, I can tell you that much. Oh, well, one of the missing letters is my own correspondence. A personal matter, nothing serious. But you can understand if people think I can't even deliver my own letters, I'd be finished. Not the foggiest. Normally they fly true as an elven arrow. Something nearby is snatching them, I can tell you that much. You do that, bring me the letter, unopened of course, and I'll happily compensate you for your troubles.
If you could just... We have to do things for the good of them.
Name and rank! Quickly now! There's a war on! At ease! At ease! I am Commander Lightfeather, leader of the finest aerial communication regiment this side of the Chianfa. State your purpose, Groundwalker. I don't have all day. Oh, damned awful business. Fine flyers, a lot of them. Gone without a trace. Intelligence is in short supply, but we know our enemies flanked us on the west side, not one rooftop away. They're avoiding the whole area. I won't lose one more beak to the blighter. If you pass that way, beware the sign of the featherless wings. From that rooftop, none return. I've no need of a wingman. Commander Lightfeather will...
The Duke. Ravengard, I think. I heard he's a good man.
Let us talk to him. Please, if you could just...
You're such a scaredy cat.
Mummy!
Survived the
Please, in the name of the Crying One, have mercy. Verity, help us. Let the children in. They've had nothing but scraps for days.
What do you remember?
Please, my son. He's only a boy. You must understand.
We loved Father Morgan as you did. We would never hurt him. He had nothing to do with his death.
I heard the story.
Swear it.
Tell all you want. We've got enough mouths to feed. We don't need your
Still means murder. Still unsolved. City ward under scrutiny. Please, in the name of the Crying One, have mercy.
This whole situation is guild robbers are usually decent enough folk. They take our
To know the Lord's will is blasphemy.
can't give up now. If not over, then through. Never seen one in the flesh before.
The Tressum seems nervous, but you can't quite tell why.
Please. I don't dirty my paws for anything less than pheasant. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm busy luxuriating in solitude. If I didn't know better, I'd think you were threatening me. I ate the pigeons. Are you satisfied? I prevaricated before. Pigeon is my second most favorite meat. Importance is relative. A letter may be important to one. A growling belly may be more important to another. But let's not get bogged down in semantics. I believe you were just leaving, weren't you? Ta! Another aviary, you say? Well, that does sound quite interesting. The brood here is getting a little thin. Perhaps while I'm seeking out this new feast hall, I'll pay a few visits around town. I might have sussed some interesting items I'd rather like to get my paws upon. If I find anything interesting, I might even be willing to barter. Might. Ta-ra. Away.
Police let the children in. They've had nothing but scraps for days.
I don't care how big they were. I'll give them a piece of my mind.
We loved Father Logan as you did. We would never hurt him. He had nothing to do with his death.
My son,
Swear it.
he's only a boy. You must understand.
There's still not what could have stopped him. Sterling said, read all about it. But Mummy, I don't want to leave.
Seems simple enough.
I know, sweetie. We'll be safe in the wilds.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Don't suppose you've, stumbled across those letters yet? Thank the gods! Unopened as well. Oh, what a relief. My customers will be most pleased. Here's your fee. As promised.
Have the Duke's full support for the good of the people. Ow.
Fretting. Still wasn't stopped. We loved Father Logan as you did.
With haste.
We would never hurt him. He had nothing to do with his death.
They take your gold, but they leave your ribs intact.
Great headline.
Citizens only.
Here from home. There's nowhere else to go. Please.
Orders are orders. We've got ours, you've got yours. I need you to step back.
There must be something. Outraged.
I said, step back.
Let the children in. They've had Tell nothing me, but murder.
Stillman is dead. This does not look well.
Fascinating. Secret conspiracy. Did you try that rabbit recipe again?
I'll read this one. Outraged.
Please. My son. He's only a boy.
Can't let you in.
I thought
Bet you want to know all about Stelmane's murder? Hottest topic in Rivington. Apart from the March of the Absolute's army, I suppose. Got today's edition of the Baldur's Mouth Gazette right here. You want one? Excellent.
Enough, kids. Sir, you need to stay clear.
This is front page material. City Ward under scrutiny.
Swift as my feet can carry me. That'll make a great headline.
Ah! Are you trying to get into the city? Got a minute to tell me about your experience at the gate today? There was a skirmish a few days back. A band of absolutists came close to entering the city. People started panicking, so the gate got closed.
He wants some fluff piece about the heroic steel watch keeping the mob at bay, whether or not that's the truth or not. That the refugees here are desperate, hungry, scared people. They're no mob. They just want to be safe. I've heard the rumours. Absolutists marching from Moonrise Towers. Whole towns felled by strange curses. It's no wonder they ran. Of course, I can't write any of that. My editor only releases stories his friend Lord Gortash approves of, and he's very selective. At the Gazette's print house, though it's in the lower city, so you'll need to get past the gates first. Come to think of it, you remind me of someone he was writing a piece about. You, might want to speak to him about that. Set the record straight before the ink is dry, so to speak. Now, if you don't mind, I've got some edits to make. Our readers will be outraged.
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Well, do you have the means to support yourself? Then you don't need to be in the city. Next!
Enough, Ketzer! Sir, you need to stay clear.
Fascinating.
And if a patron confuses me
This is front page material. What's inside? Something's off here. I'm not sure what.
The boss is expecting you. Hasn't forgotten what you did for him at Moonrise.
silent. The stone is screaming.
No one back home will ever believe this.
city's stone hurts.
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. Regretting it yet? I spent a lot of time thinking of worst-case scenarios while I was locked in that cell you plucked me out of at Moonrise. I didn't imagine anything as bad as this. The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldur's Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant. Resistance fighters are few and far between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers, and you, I hope. Good. We don't have a chance unless we stick together. Not while the Gondians' metal monsters are patrolling the streets. The Steel Watch, they're a threat to you, me, and every man, woman, and child in this city. They act all civilized, servants of the people, but they only serve one man. When he becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse. Laws will change, freedoms will vanish, and soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime. And the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it. I heard about that. You had the Harpers all excited, but there aren't many Harpers left. These Steel Watchers, one of them is the equivalent of a red dragon. An army of them. Well, there's never been an army of dragons. By hitting the Gondians hard. They invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army of them. They've always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace. They would have licked Saravok's boots, given the chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while this city screams. I had a plan to put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on us like flies on shit. Same as it always is. Eliminate the threat. In this case, the foundry where these atrocities are produced. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Iron Hands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose. A room powder bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility, and boom. Problem solved. The Gondians picked their side the minute they took orders from Gortash. If they had any courage, they'd have refused him and died like heroes, spitting in his face. Now they'll die like the dogs they are. There is no other way. But I believe in second chances. When you come crawling back here, and you will, we can talk.
Here goes nothing. Locked, but there's no keyhole. Must be a switch or something nearby.
They let in another horde of refugees this morning. When's it gonna stop?
Worse than both of us. They were big, and they were angry.
I don't care how big they were. I'll give them a piece of mind.
won't help this. At least let the children in. They've had nothing but scraps for days.
Outraged. Rampage material.
Still breathing, despite everything. Never wanted the easy path.
That'll make a great headline.
No refugees. It is decreed. Or do you have the means to support yourself? Then you don't need... No refugees. It is decreed. Really? Here I thought this was going to be a boring day.
Help! I'm being attacked!
Eat this, you pile of junk!
Take heed.
God damn it all!
Recovery is imminent.
Bastards, or I'll have your heads!
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Good idea, I think. despite everything.
Take your time.
No choice but to keep going.
vitae specist. Take your
What's hiding here?
Not for communal use, it seems. Best show some respect. Or some more cunning.
On my way.
It has plenty of spare beds.
Great! We can bunk with 10 other people and pray none of them has sticky fingers.
Rocks for brains.
You'd be better off sleeping in the gutter than that den of iniquity.
The absolute army Lacey.
You're absolutely sure?
My good man. Every citizen has been tried and tested.
Let the man breathe. Did you see how far that water protects?
Mind it.
The librarian does
Honestly.
this thing with her.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real...
Such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone.
I barely got a moment's sleep.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
And if a matron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his nose. Good boy.
I sense some hesitation in you. Speak.
Let's go to Khan's Gums.
What I wouldn't give to meet the Gondian who invented the steel. No, he merely offered patronage. The Gondians built the steel watch.
Good armor is hard to find. Yes, but they were Gortash's idea, which makes him the inventor.
How about we settle on the Gondians
To meet my mother and father.
It's salty, it stinks of the sea. Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
I just want somewhere warm and safe.
You are safe, my love. I'm here. I won't let anything happen to you.
Look at you.
Honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real room.
Hear me out.
What to do?
Exactly.
Jerez's caress.
Pleasure isn't just
Can't slow down.
physical, it's the state of mind. Oh, we're not queuing for Jerez's caress. Not yet, anyway. Head on in.
Pleasant folks, from what I've
Forget your worries. Indulge yourself. A weary traveller, battered and bruised, you come for sustenance, no decadence. A mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? Am I? Your eyes tell a story, sweeting. You crave more than pleasure, you crave penance. It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin.
Was that human boy insisting on playing?
Nisha, our lovely nymph. She's engaged in the nymph's grotto on the top floor, sweeting. The client's a favourite of hers, too. I doubt you'll be able to tear her away. But we are blessed to have a devil in residence at the moment. A temporary guest. But he asked that I send any potential clients his way. Everyone who's paid a visit looks quite changed by the experience. Indeed he did. Raphael. Exceedingly handsome, and with a voice that could make the foulest blasphemy seem the sweetest hymn.
I put it on especially.
Sweeting. I'm no fortune teller. If I had a crystal ball, I promise I'd already have consulted it. Truth is, Fionn's gone well missing. And my hands may be skillful, but they were not made to turn every last stone she might be hiding behind.
Remember our vow to keep
I know,
another
to
secret.
try.
When the music stops,
Caress isn't
when
just
I
about wetting your whistle.
will continue dancing.
To service is my calling, not to be served. But I'd be a fool to say no. The girl kept my coffers near overflowing. 2 flights up, then turn
Cabaret
right
here
and right
featuring
again. That's
Roll the
Fion's pleasure
Despoiler,
room,
the
Elminster's
highest kicks in
library.
Baldur's Gate guaranteed.
Here, take the key.
You have the key to my heart.
I'm listening.
Probably break his nose.
Brothel?
Nice. You're looking parched, sweetheart.
What'd you say, doll? Have a sit on my lap.
Darling, how you set me a quiver. You. I shall slake your thirst, dragon. You will part.
Oh, I will drink your essence.
Hoots! Order up! Another tankard for the fist.
We are not in trouble, Sissy. Remember our vow to keep one another safe.
Cabaret here featuring Roll the Despoiler, the highest kicks in Baldur's Gate guaranteed.
Forget your work. These 4 walls.
What's up for discussion? You can stare as much as you like.
Coursing through my brain. I barely got a moment's sleep.
My. I can tell you are a special one. You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
Lovely. And nice. I put it on especially for you.
Don't take it off later. I want to give it a good rumple.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? While that is startling, it still doesn't disprove my theory that Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, does it? That's what you need if you want to change my mind. Hard evidence. A reason, too, if you're at it. Why was Lorgan killed? That's quite the discovery. Doesn't tell me everything, though. Why was Lorgan killed? Could doesn't quite cut it here, I'm afraid. I need a solid, provable motive. Come back when you've got some real evidence.
I wish I could kiss you. I mean, to try.
You have the key to my heart.
I put it on especially for you.
First day in years, I end with my hand.
I want to give it a good.
This is safe to take. You're absolutely sure?
My good man. Every substance has been tried and tested.
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just... It's just fine.
Doesn't make any sense.
Name the plan.
You met the drought.
Oh, Father,
Here
give
we
me
go.
strength.
You're really nice.
Lovely. And nice.
Might be useful.
Pleasure house. Decadent.
Don't fret.
Do you not wish to pleasure your...
Just have such a headache.
I wish I could keep...
Tell me, am I beautiful?
More than beautiful. You are the aurora stretched across the north skies. You are the golden dunes swept across the Calim. You are the fruit of the forbidden palm, soft on my skin, sweet on my tongue. You are my sin and salvation.
Your parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eyes. Your muscles shiver with her longing. Your skin burns with her heat.
What's wrong, Jara?
What are you? Wait. I know you. Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jara, what's going on? Who's this woman?
Your head screams in agony. Change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rupturing. And suddenly, silence.
What's happening?
Time to push my luck again. Something's on my mind.
Hells. I'd heard tales of mind flayers. Talons sharp as daggers and tentacles yet more fearsome. But no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Its blood shimmers like silver. How can I help it? I don't regret its death. But I marvel that such a work of art could ever live.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens and your heart skips a beat. The woman's senses are heightened and her fire stoked. The mind flayer is no mere curiosity, but an object of desire.
As am I. My thanks are as bountiful as your courage. Take these. May you have some comfort in bitter times. Be well. Be beautiful. One moment, forever emblazoned on my...
Pleasure. When you met the drought.
Let's see.
They're twins.
Oh, Father, give me strength.
Underestimate them.
What were you thinking? I am not going in.
Very well.
What's in the mind?
The librarian.
Wearing armor to meet my mother and father.
Anything of use?
Darling, it's very leather-like.
Is there anything?
In for a suit. Dinner with my...
It will when you've met the drought.
Want for something, need something.
Everyone does. But what I have, and never will.
You underestimate the Forgotten Prince's closest sword, Devil. You must hear me, Devil. I will do whatever it takes, give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
You must help me, Raphael, for the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us. I brought you here because I'm true to my word, and I can make all of this tadpole business go away. Which means you and your lovely friends can remain blessedly free of tentacles. Unless some have already sprouted in places I can't see. Let us speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far, but no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. In a manner of speaking. But it's the one inside the prison that you need, not the illithid, the Gith. I can give you the means to break him free. I suppose you'd rather suck on the Emperor's tentacles till the end of your days? Orpheus is your only hope of surviving this horror show without devolving into an illithid. To you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain. If I'd realized you were so gullible, I'd have tricked you into selling your soul for a pocketful of beans when we first met. To the Emperor, you are nothing more than a beast of burden, one that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
I won't stop you. But time is running out. So don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting, right up to the moment the world ends.
and the other person with you.
Let's go to Karlsgard.
You enjoyed it.
Who maidens and about you?
Do you have any idea what it was? Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? How interesting. No doubt he impressed upon you the need to do so. And what did he want in return for this knowledge?
You feel the touch of the Emperor's mind peeling at the edge of yours, trying to gain access. Its thoughts slide into yours, turning through them like fingers, sifting for answers, which it finds.
You're telling the truth. Good. I am glad. But be careful. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt this will be the last time you are approached. I trust that you will continue to remember who is really on your side. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it, no matter what the devil whispers in your ear.
Dinner, drinks.
Pleasure isn't just physical, it's
He has the most fabulous sail. It's perfect for a shot.
how long do the effects?
For you,
Good armor is hard
I'd recommend two doses. Yours in pure ecstasy. Taking charge of your I sense some hesitation. Speak. Good sir.
It's just impressive to need something like this.
I can't hear you.
I'd probably break his...
Sharessa's caress isn't just about wetting your
Dancing, dinner.
And like the noonday sun.
Yes, sir.
Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir. I did not come this far for you to turn your back on the First Mother's son. And yet it seems I have no choice but to trust. There is but one prism, and you are its key. Raphael possesses a powerful relic called the Orphic Hammer. That hammer is the only thing capable of smashing the chains that bind the Prince of the Comet. Find a way to retrieve the hammer and free Orpheus from the prism. I will assemble his remaining honor guard and plan our next actions. Together, we will yet free the true heir of Gith's blessed empire. He will free us from Vlaakith and lead our Kithraki against the Geich. Istik, I will wait in the underground. Seek me when you have the hammer in hand. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you. A devil of Raphael's stature does not simply make camp on the shores of the Styx. He will have made a sanctuary for himself, a lavish one too, one that caters to his many vices. He must keep the Orphic Hammer there. Every house has an entrance, Istik, even those in the Hells. You must find it.
You are wasting your time, and mine. Our true enemy is the Elder Brain. Focus your mind there.
Hey! I want to hear all about it. Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on. Oi! You must have slipped by me earlier. Raphael's very disappointed you turned him down. Ah, I forget we've never met. I've had my eyes and ears on you so long we feel like old friends. Carilla is my name. I'm Raphael's assistant, shall we say. He's gutted, you know. Had such high hopes for you. You won't come out of this alive without him. The boss might be a devil, but he'll treat you more honestly than anyone else in the city. Plenty. But right now, I have one job. You. I'm talking to you openly. Mortal to mortal. And I'm begging you to sign the contract. If the Brain wins, the Illithid Empire returns and worlds you've never even dreamed of will die. Raphael can stop it. He wants to. And he knows how. You're the key. You always have been. I won't pretend he's an altruist, but he's looked at the balance sheet. No world, no souls. And it's hard to get leverage on an Illithid. They make terrible clients. I doubt it. But even if you do, you won't survive the fight. I'd reconsider if I were you.
My. I can tell you are a special one from a single glance. You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
An intriguing pair. Takes me back to my youth. More than interested, if you feel the same.
What do you think, silly? Love, of course. Hot and vulgar with me, or sweet and sincere with my sister. Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick. We are twins. Since I came to the surface, I purchased an enchantment to bless me with infertility, if that soothes your mind. We can make up a little show of kissing each other, but when we are hired at the same time, there are often many other clients in the room to attend to. We will only allow that if we know there is an evening of exceptional pleasure awaiting us. Usually, one darling alone is not enough to match the two of us.
Return to us if you have a lover willing to take part.
What were you thinking?
I just want somewhere warm and safe.
You are safe, my love. I'm here. I won't let anything happen to you.
Look at you. You're exhausted. You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
I d-
Queen Vlakith. Skra!
You are a Sherlock, and still you speak my name.
I've seen the captive Orpheus with my own eyes. Spoken to Shestil Kithrak Voss. You lied to us. Enslaved us.
The betrayer Voss lies! I have only a moment, and you, a Sherlock, will listen. We are Githyanki. We move mountains. We snuff out stars. We shake the plains. The traitor Voss has lied to you. The heretic prince would shatter us in an instant. The great dominion shrunk to the head of a pin.
Can this be true? Is the Githyanki prince really a threat to his own people? Or simply a challenge to Vlakith's rule?
Return to the astral prism. Slay Orpheus the Pretender. Serve me, and I will ascend you. You will be no mere warrior, nor Kithrak. You will be Barta Vlaakith, commander of dragons. My only, my chosen. A final chance. Kneel before me. Make your promise.
Lae'zel's thoughts become yours. The sight of Orpheus looms over her mind. Voss's words echo within it. She means to forever turn her back on Vlaakith.
I gave you my faith, and you called me traitor. I gave you my life, and you ordered your knights to hunt me. I have witnessed too much, and you have given me too little. Finally, I can see. Orpheus will live, and I will hear his creed. This is my word.
Your word is nothing! You are nothing! The Kithraki will bring you. I will tear your flesh from your bones and devour your skull's marrow while you beg for death. I will consume you. I will unmake you.
Nice place you have here, little rabbit. Could use a few more trophies, perhaps. I'll keep this short or my absence will be noted. You need the Orphic Hammer, and I know where you need to look. The House of Hope. Our mutual friend, Raphael's abode. There's a Diabolist named Halsik in the lower city. Find her, and she'll take it from there. I love a good hunt, and the best hunts keep things sporting. Besides, you freed me from the tune. Forget I was ever here, but remember what I said. See you around. Maybe.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
But please, don't look at me.
It is done. There is no going back. As long as the Undying Queen reigns, I am never to soar unbound over the astral sea, never to cross the one in the void. As it should be. Better a short life built on truth than immortality woven of lies. Better to unite the Githyanki under a prince who would free their minds and honor their bodies. So why do I feel so bitter?
Vlaakith has upended Lae'zel's whole existence. Everything she knew to be true, every plan and aspiration she ever held has been painfully ripped away. Lae'zel's bitterness is born of sadness. She is mourning the loss of the person she once was, and can never be again.
I know hate. It seethes and distills into molten rock, forever rattling in the belly. But I've never known this. I feel no heat, no cold. I bear neither fangs nor talon. There is only absence. No matter. I am Vlaakith's child no more. I have been born anew in Gith's son, my savior. And so from the old battle cries is birthed another. Shma Salar Orpheus, Ma Stilna Forgin in Yeri. Orpheus's will above all. May the comet blaze my path forward. Orpheus's freedom is my want and my need. To deny his freedom would be to deny my own. There will come a time when I can think about myself beyond the Lich Queen who enslaves the Githyanki and the prince who would liberate them. But that time won't come until the Prince of the Comet flies again. Vlaakith's left hand and her right. Commander of all dragons, chosen of the Queen Regent. Not since Vlaakith I has a Bart of Vlaakith been anointed. Another empty promise. Only a naive fool would believe otherwise. The kind of fool I was not so long ago. We take the Orphic hammer from Raphael's lair. Orpheus Tavki Nazin. Voss has done his duty. Now, we will do ours. We must find our way to the House of Hope and take the Orphic Hammer. When we next enter the Astral Prism, we will use the hammer to break Orpheus free.
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Balduran? As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood. Orin? I'd never heard tell of. But Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these Chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like.
So, Lae'zel's finally seen the light and turned on her mistress. It took a little time, but she got there. Though it's not over yet. Masters rarely let their slaves go without a fight. I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Even with my newfound advantages, he's still an incredibly powerful vampire. But he's arrogant, too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike. Neither will I, darling. At least I hope you'll come along for the show. But regardless, the plan is simple. Find him, stop him from gaining almighty power, and then really enjoy killing him.
Soldier, my engine. It hurts. I think this might be it. Soon. Things burning hotter than I knew it could. But look, we've just about made it to the city. That'll do me. Let's go protect it. Whatever happens after that is between me and the so-called gods. With this heat going, I can't spare the energy to think. I just want to enjoy whatever's left of this life of mine. Anyway, it could be worse. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, with who I'm meant to be with. How many people can say that? Damn! It can't have been easy for Lae'zel to stand up to Vlaakith like that. But there's nothing that woman can't do.
So, it seems that Vlaakith is Lae'zel's queen no longer. That took no small amount of backbone. I have. He speaks to me during my nightly meditations. He is well. And Oliver also. At times they are one, and at others they divide. Easier for playing, perhaps. And the land thrives also. I doubt you would recognize it. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for ourselves. I've been unfair to you. I've had unrealistic expectations, but honestly, you've surpassed even those. What would you like to know? Save for me, my line perished a long time ago. They rest in high forest now, near the shade of the grandfather tree. It was a long time ago. The wounds don't... I'm 350 years old. Of course there have been lovers. Right now, I bed down alone, I'm afraid. Well, I didn't pick... Anytime.
Hello, beautiful. Seeking to correct your mistake. Perhaps you got the wrong idea. I never slept with you for pleasure alone. Couldn't you tell? Back in the forest, we both came out on the winning side. The game was clear. You get a moment of escape with a world-endingly beautiful vampire. I get someone to defend me from Cazador. Now, though, I'm hardly going to give you a treat when you haven't helped me in exchange for my excellent services. This is what I do. Who do you think you were dealing with? Some fairy tale prince? You are one of a tiny number of people I've slept with who aren't dead. Cheer up. It's quite the achievement. There isn't going to be any more us, though. I just don't see the point. Hello, beautiful. Seeking to correct your mistake. And why exactly would I want to do that? Back in the forest, you get a moment. Now, though, I'm hardly going to give you a treat when you haven't helped me in exchange for my excellent services. This is what I do. Hello, my sweet. Seeking to... I was under no delusions. Yes, darling.
Oakfather preserve you.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome. Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the Chosen of Bane and Baal. I will do my part to see them laid low.
How did you? Oh, it's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketherick and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. It's rebelling against Orin and Gortash, fiercely. I suspected that when we took Ketheric's stone, the brain would begin to break free. Those brain quakes confirm that my suspicion was correct. I do not know what happens now when it receives their orders, and I do not dare guess.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An elder brain enslaved is one thing. An elder brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome. You are correct. I should be. I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing. No one else. Duke Stelmane, or Belin, as I knew her. I wasn't ready for her death. You thought you were my first ally. Far from it. I have long sought the allyship of others. It is the only way to succeed. Though my relationship with Belin was different from my relationship with you. In life, she was my business partner, back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I conceived the plot, but Belin took center stage. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the city. Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. Through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone. I appreciate your understanding. What I feel is deeper than superficial cures can reach. And not entirely unwelcome. Most people think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. I am glad you are not most people. Another quake. The brain is rebelling again. I need to focus. And so do you.
Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve to catch a
Caress's caress.
The librarian
Also has.
thing with her.
For a while, after the shadow curse was lifted, I felt hope in a way that I hadn't felt in years. I thought that nature would heal and balance between it and civilization could be restored once and for all. Yet since we neared the city, I've seen more and more signs that I was being naive. Refugees, orphans, the downtrodden. all being left behind. If such sorrows are the fruits of civilization, perhaps there can be no true balance between it and nature. Look around us. You will not have to search for long to see exactly what I mean. That poor girl, Yenna. This city will devour her as sure as any wild predator would do. Be it through malice or just neglect. Her fate will be sealed by this place. Society should be judged based on how they treat their most vulnerable. Baldur's Gate may deserve harsh judgment from what I've seen so far. I sensed you would. A problem for another day, perhaps. I just hope there is another day. At least we took Yenna in off the streets. But there are many more out there.
We just played host to it. Lae'zel has courage, turning her back on a lifetime's belief. As for us, best we stay out of interplanar politics, I think. Orpheus is on his own. But should Great Vlaakith come to settle a score with Lae'zel, well, I might be convinced to kill her.
Undying or not, she was very loud.
That speaks well of your taste. I've heard my share of bad ballads about things I never did. If you have questions, ask. Just don't expect my answers to rhyme.
Such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone is Shures's caresses.
Look where's
Couldn't get us off your mind, could you?
We will only allow that if we know there is an evening of exceptional pleasure awaiting us. Usually, one darling alone is not enough to match the two.
You're welcome if you have the coin. This way. We have a room upstairs over yonder side.
Game. Play.
Going inside.
Good. Let them see you taking charge of your staying in a castle.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all round birthday. You deserve to come in.
The librarian does this thing.
calm down, sweetie. Take a deep breath for me.
Look, you didn't sign a treaty permitting you to march a warband through my lands. You paid for sex. Look, you didn't sign a treaty
Are you sure?
The neighbours said they had 15.
Every substance has been tried and tested.
Looking ahead.
Rationing.
Look, you didn't...
Let's get going.
You came. I'm so pleased. You can never tell who's going to get cold feet. So, now that you're here, what next? An experience no one else here will give you. A chance to be embraced in the dark. But what that means is up to you. So, what can I do for you? A tender touch? Some sensory stimulation? It's all part of the experience. The room is bathed in total darkness, so there is nothing to distract from your ecstasy. There's no judgment in darkness, no shame. Just the sensation of two bodies together in the moment. Then, let's begin.
In the darkness, you feel something touch you. Icy fingers running down the nape of your neck. You shudder as you feel hot breath on your cheek.
Just relax. Give yourself over to the sensation. Lie back and let it take you.
Her lips meet yours and you feel your body flush with heat, racing through your limbs, followed by the dancing tingle of her cold fingers. You ease your body into the sensation, noticing every tingle and thrill as heat and cold, pressure and pleasure skitter across your nerves.
Wow, someone's enjoying themselves.
Her hands and mouth are all over your body, each touch sending a flush of new sensations racing across your skin. You're not sure how long your time together lasted, but it was long enough. By the end, you felt like you were floating in the dark, utterly at peace.
They had 15.
The neighbours are talking at...
That was wonderful. Perhaps you'll enjoy a drink in the bar before you brave the streets again. Even in the best of times, it's an oasis of pleasure and calm. In the city's chaos, with Baldur's Gate preparing for war, the caress feels like the final flicker of a beautiful flame before darkness falls. That was wonderful. Perhaps you'll
Whatever we need.
give it a shot?
Yes, darling, it's very
Butter! Oh, honey! I need a quick word.
Almost painfully so.
That was wonderful.
Everyone is...
At the ready.
Yes, darling.
Oakfather preserve you.
Rocks for brains. On the inside, I don't mind.
Brothel?
How's an adventurer supposed to do a damn job around here?
Looking for lodgings? Don't bother. All the decent places are gone.
Hear me out. Therese is correct.
Dar was right. This was
Also
a
has-
stupid idea.
You're not staying in a brothel.
Listen, it's got bedrooms, music, all round pleasant folks. From what I've heard.
Take Candlekeep. Maybe even R.
Oh, I'm sure he has plans.
Good.
But I wouldn't dare guess at them.
Not for communal use.
We have time. The runaway is still missing after all. Nothing happens until he's found. One more mark. Then we can go.
The Master said we have enough. The Black Mass is ready to begin.
It's not for the Master. It's for me. I want a beating heart there, ready for me when the Mass is complete. And we're finally granted our freedom. After 200 years of rats, I think we deserve a real drink.
There is no time. We are expected back at the palace.
Relax. The Black Mass won't start until Master drags Astarion from whatever hole he's hiding in. We have time to find one more person. I didn't realize we had company.
Please pay my brother no mind. His imagination and his mouth get the better of him sometimes. But it does not matter. We were just leaving anyway. Weren't we, Petras?
Yes, of course, dear sister. I just need a moment, and then we can leave. Soon we'll feel the sun on our skin.
And pray none of them have
After all this time. Not long before we leave scouring places like this behind. Part of me will miss it.
I will not. It is our chance to start over. And I will gladly do so.
Odd. Vampire spawn should not be able to shed corporeal form like that.
Best keep your hands to yourself.
Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
I'm not very interesting with her
That's a friendly-looking shadow.
Also has
We are not staying in a brothel.
Moving in.
it's got private rooms.
This calls for careful footwork.
Not for communal use.
Just about wetting your whistle.
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical.
Let's see what this does. That shapeshifter's key unlocked the door. Interesting. Blood near the bed.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
I know this key. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Seeking answers. My boy had a secret. Evil secret. Killed folk slowly. He liked it. Ill-mater temple. Didn't see exactly who. Me. And.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know. The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
I know you have.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real room.
Maybe I need more pockets. A list of names. These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Lorgan's name is written here too.
And all-round pleasant folks.
Another step forward.
Brothel? Pleasure house? Den of decadent delights? You've been pulling all night. Will I?
Let's have a look.
Oakfather preserve you.
The blood you noticed earlier still remains on the floor.
It has plenty of spare beds.
Great! We can bunk a ton of a people and pray none of them has sticky fingers.
These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Lorgan's name is written here too.
I'm here. I won't let anything happen.
The librarian does this thing with her wit where you honour fools and...
Which means we're getting a real...
And all-round pleasant folks, from what
me for a member of staff.
I'd probably break his nose.
Somewhere warm and...
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone is
Hear me out. Ceres's caress also has roots.
I want to have a word.
Now, what do you reckon, lass? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs? Aye, I'll second that. It's all right, well, we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else to do that? Ah, it's no good, I tell you.
the key to my heart in that sweet dress.
I put it on especially.
Your pleasure is mine, sweeting. Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. I'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her. Sweeting, this is Baldur's Gate. I've seen more murders than a butcher's right eye. There'll be time for tears. Cruel as it is, I must turn my mind to business, or, more precisely, the lack of it.
You have the key to...
Your pleasure is mine.
I put it on especially for you.
Don't take it off later. I want to give it a good rumple.
I presume you've found something interesting to discuss, if you're interrupting me again? You're telling me more than one person has been killed? In Baldur's Gate? You must have something better than that. I need hard evidence and a motive. Why would someone else kill Lorgan? How can we be sure it wasn't Brilgor? It was the height of arrogance, then, to disturb me. Don't come back unless you've got something worth saying.
I can't hear you.
Don't be such a
Rude. Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone at Shures's Caress is a professional.
For the person with you. Honey, they enjoyed it.
Honey is a luxury. We don't need honey. I had no less than 2 maidens and a bachelor clawing at my door.
The steel she's found, right? Any of us would be so fortunate.
Yes, darling.
Breath for me.
Yeah?
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical.
Grasses. Besides, our pantry is full.
What if there's food shortages? We can't ecstasy.
Did you get to look at their gyrometics? Or their targeting modules? Liars!
Did you see how far that watching through me? Hello! Hi! Over here!
You madman!
You are not wearing.
I sense some hesitation.
Put him up! Put him up! Wait! I wasn't really gonna fight you. I was just trying something out. My name's Narber, adventurer to be, soon to be the best adventurer anyone's ever seen. As soon as I figure out what kind of adventurer I want to be. What do you think? Can I be a fighter? Whew! I was hoping you'd say that. To tell you the truth, I don't actually like hurting people very much, or getting hurt. It's a good job I ran into you.
Too much.
What? Give up a cutie front.
Oh, stranger. Thanks for stopping by Calm's Gums. I'm Calm. Well, Carmen. What can I do you for?
Sounds good. Get you something a bit fresher than your current outfit. Remember. I'd recommend. Or maybe that will be too much. Too much. Good. Let them see you taking charge of
What I wouldn't give to meet the Gondian who invented the steel
Let's go
watch.
to Khan's Guards. She has the most fabulous scent.
He merely offered patronage. The Gondian built this
Armor was involved.
Yes, but they were...
Pin the inventor.
How about we settle on the Gondians and Tortash?
You're not wearing armor to meet my mother and father.
The lips, the tongue. If your mighty loss needs saving. I got it. Slow down,
I'd give up a kidney for a steel foundry.
Welcome to Danthilon's dancing axe. Our stock isn't used. It's tried and tested by the finest adventurers.
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing... How may I be of service? Your father bless...
You told me the armor was involved.
It's hard to find. Maybe I could wear it to dinner.
You are not wearing armor.
Now here's someone who appreciates the finer things. Welcome, sir. Now you've just sampled some of Baldur's Gate's finest incense. Delicious, no? Everything alchemical from potions to poisons. Be assured.
Let them see you taking charge of it.
It's perfect for a shirt.
For the first time. I would. It's just impressive to need something.
Price. I'd love to see one of them in a fight. They crush everyone.
Whether you're getting hammered or
I could wear it.
I got it. Thanks.
Did you get to look at their gyrometics? Or the tongue? Get your art here, fresh off the easel.
This is safe to take. You're absolutely sure.
Every substance has been tried and tested by yours truly. We'd be better off sleeping in the gutter than that den of iniquity.
I put it on especially for you.
Don't take it off later. I want to give it a good
I presume you've found something interesting to discuss?
Everyone is
Honestly.
But I do. Which means we're getting a real. confuses me for a... It'll make you feel better.
Rocks for brains!
That'll make a great headline.
Stop me yet. Don't waste a step. I'll take that. Curious. Better not be cursed. I have something to ask.
Before you lies the unconscious body of a mind flayer, glistening and raw.
A newborn. Unattended. How fortunate. Oh, but it is. This one has only just transformed. It is weak, vulnerable. Its potential ripe for harvesting. Go on, kill it. Absorb its power. Just like you did before.
What? No! I've had so little time!
Nothing important is ever easy.
The creature was born recently. Its mind is still fresh. You can absorb its potential if you consume it.
Something good here, I hope. Breathe deep and move.
With all the refugees, ill rumors, the food shortages. Speaking of which, I'm surprised you managed to get such a spread.
Ways and means, dear. Ways and means.
I think that's what they call a monopoly.
That was before I saw the giant metal monsters guarding the checkpoint.
Why don't we talk about
What's the
something
worst that can
else?
happen if we get caught sneaking in?
Try that rice bread
A
recipe.
few days in a jail cell? The coast on our doorstep.
They take your gold, but they leave your ribs intact.
Exactly this. The nature's
I'll give it a shot. going. No traps like these people were trying to hide in the tunnels here.
To little avail.
Here goes nothing.
It has plenty of space.
Wait!
Better off sleeping in the gutter than that den of
Teresa's caress isn't just about wetting your whistle. It's dancing, dinner, drinks.
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical, it's a state.
I presume a Baal plot. You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well, what are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
Readers will be outraged. Great headline.
Pigeons are very sensitive. They can't fly straight if they're disturbed.
Outraged. Almost like a crow.
Well, we're by a windmill, after all. Probably some cog or joint in need of a little...
Speaking of grease, are there some crows left?
Stay in this cart. But what were they thinking?
What's this you're thinking? Starving folk tend not to.
If they just lined up and taken their fair shares, we'd have had plenty for everyone.
If won't get us fed and watered.
Look at that. Fruit could have made.
Have you found some place we can mix our clothes in?
You're it! Try and catch me!
Refugees can't stay here.
Not you!